at times when the Muslims are coming together during the month of Ramadan or Eid celebrations or things like that, we have something that is a service to the community.
We get a lot of calls for gigs, especially around the world.
You go to places like Malaysia, Indonesia, Turkey, and stuff like that, where we perform, or even in Egypt, that have big events surrounding this type of kind of devotional music, because they feel it's a part of the whole thing.
It's kind of, sometimes it conflicts because we want to have time with our families. We want to, be connected to our communities.
You have to do things maybe on off hours that other people wouldn't. You may have to do your things early in the morning or after the shows and after everything's done on a personal level.
We view it as this is all, God's work. It's sometimes we want to do this, sometimes we need to do that, but that's one of the ways that we deal with it. There's a real purpose and a real need to what we're doing.
They say that from the tradition of the Prophet ﷺ, saying that being in service to others, like when you're serving others and looking after others, it would be better than spending the last 10 nights during Ramadan, they call it itikaf, in the mosque with the Prophet himself.
During the month of Ramadan, we're asked to, whatever we do, we're told that we get 10 times the blessing. God is saying, what do you want? I'm here to give you what you want, if it's okay. Don't ask like crazy stuff like I don't know, like a dinosaur to just come alive.
All my interactions with people of other faiths who are not Muslim, when they find out that we're in a Muslim band, when they find out that we're fasting, it's like the greatest thing. Like, for real? Really? Y'all Muslim? Tell me about that. And it's like some of them have never heard of this. You fast all, and they want to have a conversation. It becomes engaging.
Most people think it's a hunger strike. They don't realize that it's, we start with a meal in the morning, and then we have a meal at night. I mean, it's tough, definitely. Most people focus on that when they think of the fasting. The only thing they can think about is like, so you're not eating anything now,
That's kind of what I think about.
Yeah.
I with some super Muslims over here.
Here we go. We should be at the top. Inshallah. With the cream of the crop. Inshallah.
We grew up here in the States, so when we're fasting here, it's just like this small pocket of Muslim community that's fasting. But there's still, everything's going on. Whereas one time when we were in Turkey, we went to Turkey during Ramadan, and we wanted to, at least me and Malik wanted to experience how it felt to fast in a society that's doing it with you.
How did that go for you?
That went well for us because, like I said, me and Malik did, but Joshua, he took the advantage of not fasting.
People of faith in general, when you're around your own, people, and you're doing something, and you don't have time to give an excuse, you get those eyes looking at you like, So if you are traveling and you don't have to fast when you're traveling, and then you might be eating, and then somebody like, hey, ain't you? Is that guy from Native Deen? I saw him eating during Ramadan. So you have to kind of be more aware. Those are things we didn't really deal with when you're just local.
On the return flight, he got us back because we're fasting going against the sun.
No, you're fasting with the sun.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're fasting
sun.
with the sun. Yeah, so the sun's not setting for us, and we're just. It's like a 20 plus hour fast, which is unreal. So he's on the plane, eating, drinking everything that he can.
And their eyes are rolled up in their head.
Yeah, just in pain.
All of the experiences that I have during Ramadan, when we're on tour fasting, have always been one that it's like a blessing, because there's so many people I feel that would wish that they would have the opportunity to be able to perform, to do what they like to do, their art. Basically, hip hop is our art. And to be able to do that in front of an audience, and to be able to go around the world doing it. So during the month of Ramadan, I feel that it's my time to say thank you to God, basically, for all these opportunities.
We were in Egypt. When it was time to break fast, they would set up a tent, and they would have this long stretch of a table that could go for a city block. being able to tour in these moments, we get a perspective that many people don't get. You know, we get a perspective to say, okay, I've experienced it here in Egypt. I've experienced it in Turkey. They light a cannon, you know, and a cannon goes off, you know, and I'm like, what? And then the guy's like, oh no, don't. He said, don't get worried, don't go get nervous. He said, don't worry, it's just time to break fast. When we were little, we used to just listen to the phone, like until the time, we would call the time on the phone and listen until that minute. And he says like, it's 8:59. He's like, oh yeah, it's time, you know, and then we go break.
Come on!
We got to pray in Jerusalem on the first of the last 10 nights, on one of our last times there, in Ramadan. And that was special.